Okay, continuing on, finding the score associated with a given percentile. Again, remember, percentile indicates whatever you say 50th percentile, 70th percentile, that means 70% of the scores are below. So basically your score has 70% below it. That's always what percentile works. The formula to figure out L, that's really nothing more than a percent. Anytime you want to find the 10th percentile, that's 0.10 times the number of data measurements. Note, if this number is decimal, you always round up and you're fine. You look for that score, and that's pretty much the L percentile, or the kth percentile. And if L happened to be a whole number, then you average the middle two. You average that number and the one next to it. So here we have the following data represents the selling prices in thousands of 38 randomly selected houses. That's what M is. So they sold 128,000, 135,000, and so on. They're put in order. Find the percentile corresponding to selling a house for 188,000. Again, those are in order, this number. So you count what's underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There are 23 scores below it, or prices below it. So you take 23 and you divide it by the 38. That gives you 0.65605. So that is roughly 60.5%. You round up, and that becomes 61%. So that would be the 61 percentile is $188,000. Find the home price corresponding to the 85 percentile. Well, 85%. Take 85% of 38, and what would that would be? 0.85 times 38. That is 32.3, which means the 33rd data measure. So this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. The 33rd score would be, so that's what L is, $233,000 is the price of the home at 85 percentile. You could have also just did this. You could have said the 85 percentile is 233,000. That's good enough. That's sufficient instead of saying all of what we wrote. So remember, L is 85 divided by 100 times 38. Well, let's just think of it as a percentage. That's much easier. Now, quartiles are very important. Quartiles are really 25%, 50%, 75%. Are measures of location which divide a data set into 4 groups with a 25% in each value. So Q1 is 25%, Q2 is the median, Q3 is the 75 percentile. Now there's an easy way of doing this. You could use the median and work your way around it. A box plot is a graph of data set that consists of a line extended from the lowest value to the highest value, and a box with a line drawn first quartile, median, and the third. Basically those 3 right there. A 5-number similar refer to the 5 values used to draw a box plot. We're going to draw a box plot once we find those percentiles. find the 5-number summary for the previous data regarding the home prices. Well, let's see how we're going to do this. The way you would do this, find the minimum and the maximum. The minimum is 128 and the maximum 525. The minimum is 128,000 and the maximum data was $525,000. Find the median. To find the median, so pretty much the 50th percentile. If I take 50%, so I want 50% of 38, that is 19. Since that's an even number, I'm going to take the 19th. Remember, this was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to average those two. I'm going to take 176 so P 50th percentile will be 176 plus 177 divided by 2. That would be $176,500. That's the median. Now all what you have to do is to find Q1, find the median of the first half, 25%. Remember, those were 100, 50%. So take half of the data and find the median of that. Well, half of the data is 19 divided by 2. That's 9.5. Round up. That would be the 10th score on the list. So if I go up, basically what I'm doing, since this is the median right there, I'm going to take this bottom half and find the median of it. And that tells me it is the 10th score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th score is 163,000. And to find Q3, what I would do, I would say, well, let's see. You could take 75% of 38, and that would be 28.9. If you round up, that's the 29th score. Or you could take this upper half and find the median of it, right? Either way, so 29th score, this is 13, this is 26, 27, 28, 29, 210,000. And those are the values that you need to create the box plot. List the 5 summaries. Well, the numbers are, the smallest is 128,000. The largest was 525,000. You always list those in a box plot. 163,000 was the 25th percentile. 50th percentile was 176,500. And 210,000 would be the 75th percentile, and that's all you need. Now if I go ahead and put those on a number plot, this is how it would look. You would pretty much get a straight line. It's provided actually. So place the 5-number summary on the data line and draw a straight line connecting them. Okay, we have 128,000. Remember, this is 100, this is 150,000, 200, 250,000, 350,000, and 450,000. So 128,000 is about right there. That stands for 128,000. And then we're going to look at 525,000 is about, this is 550,000. So halfway right there. and we're gonna put in the next number up, 163, so that's 150, about right there, and 176,000 is about right there, and 210,000. So the box plot looks like this. What it tells you: the lowest, the largest, the 25th percentile, the 50th percentile, and the 75th percentile. And that's pretty much it. You make this a bit thicker to show the median. That tells you the middle of the data. That gives you a good idea of how this is working. Draw a vertical line in each of the 5 summary. Draw a rectangle around Q1, Q2. Well, we just did. This pretty much sums all of these up. Now we have a couple of problems to look at. They say here, below box plots are shown for the length of a typical vacation for California residents who work for government in some capacity, and for those that work in the private sector. So if you look at this and you kind of get the gist of what it's saying, the government job, the vacation, the vacation days, these are in days, are between it looks like 0 and 14, with a median. The median is about 4 days. As for the corporate, the vacation days are between 2 and 8, less, with a median of about 6 days. Now it's asking, based on these graphs, would you prefer a government job or corporate job solely on the length of their vacation? If that's the only way you're deciding, they pay the same amount, you're just curious, what would you choose? There is no right answer, but consider the center and the spread of any other relevant statistics or values from the box plot. I would choose the corporate. The reason I would choose the corporate, I'm guaranteed a minimum of 2 days. The government, I might get none in the beginning. And it seems half of the employees are getting, that's what the median is, half of them are getting 6 days vacation, versus the government, half of their employees are getting only 4. So there's no right or wrong way of doing this, just as long as you explain it. And that's pretty much it for this section.